Hey! Ta-da!
Ta-da!
We're kind of almost there.
We're kind of almost there. So we've backcombed and we've created these waves, and the clips are in the waves to hold them in place. So as you comb a wave, you would comb it back, hold it, and then comb it the other way. If you refer to the Clara Bow issue of the Whitey Locks Treats, I actually demonstrate that as well. But it's the same principle of backcombing the hair, combing it in one direction, holding it, and then combing it back, and you create a C. And we put clips on the inside of the C. So I've made one and then two waves, and then I've just allowed these curls just to sort of curl the way they want to. Kind of want sort of a loose 40s feel, so I don't have to continue the waves all the way down. And I do have this amazing undercut, so I want to encourage this dip up in here. So I can do that by using the clips as well and a bit of hairspray to hold them in place and start really creating and dressing out movement and texture. So there's a bit of play into it as well, depending on the length of the hair you're working on and the cut that you've got, if you have an undercut or not, can be quite fun. But these clips can help the hairspray set, because hairspray does take a little time to set into place. And your undercut will act a little bit like Velcro too, so feel free to use a comb that has a little tail on it like that, because then you can pick hair up off the scalp and tidy that up a little bit. And what I'm going to do through here is I've also, if I can get my model just to turn around, I might swing the chair a little bit, is that we've also created a nice deep wave through here as well. And I've left the wave unfinished so I can just show you how I've dressed that out and show you how I'm using the clips in the spray. Same procedure has been used, back combed, comb down, hold, comb up, and just creating waves. Clips on the inside of the C. So if I just isolate one like that, you get like a U or a C shape, and the clips come down inside the C, always from the open end, straight down. So here is a bit that's unfinished. A great little trick if you're getting lots of flyaways, if you keep layering hairspray on your flyaways, you're just going to make the flyaways quite sticky and then they're not going to lay down. So instead use a little bit of your shine spray, because this stuff is amazing. Very tiny bit, quite strong. Not only will it make it glossy, but as you comb it, the hair will get a very slight coating, almost a little bit like you would do with a wax, but the wax is quite sticky and difficult to work with, and I don't want to weigh it down. So shine spray will do the same job of controlling those flyaways. So now as I'm just dressing that over the top, I want to continue that wave feel. But I've got these ends here. If I want, I could blend them into this wave, but I almost quite like just creating another little curl in here, a curl in there, because of course we're going to have a victory wave, which presents another curl on the other side. This is a good opportunity. What do you do when you have hair lengths that are quite short? Well, hairspray. A little bit of extra hairspray. And there's another little trick that I'm going to show you. So now that I've got that hairspray up in there, I want it to set. So we can use kind of a temporary pinning. These are called ripple pins or spiral pins. They have a couple of other names as well. And I can just slide them in so they stand up a little bit, and they'll gently hold the hair up in place and let the hairspray set without me having to clip it. But that alone won't do it. So if I take a slightly smaller spiral pin, you can get them in two different sizes. And what I'm going to do is create a hook pin. So I take the pin that looks like that. I'm going to use my thumbnail and push and bend and make a hook. What happens with that is that I slide that up and it will hook in and stay in there, but become quite invisible. So you don't want to put it across the hair. You want to go with the grain of the hair, so not across, with, wiggle it in, slide that up, and that will be quite invisible. And they're very effective. You won't need more than 2 max. So I'll show the ripple pin again, like that, with the thumbnail, bending it with the thumbnail, pushing it all the way down. Done. You can make that hook as big or as small as you like. Taking those little ends there that could fall out. Just tapping it up with my finger, and that will hold it in place quite nicely. So this is virtually done apart from my victory roll. So what I'm really doing now is just working around, making sure I'm happy with how everything looks. I can take some of these out and put temporary pins in if I like. Just to hold things up. Give it a good spray. And I'll just let that dry and set. Settle down in little flyaways. And what we're going to do is we'll do the victory roll last.
Okay.